Hi, my name's Nick and I'd like to welcome you to exam.net. You may well have maths teacher colleagues that you talk to who've been using our question library for numeracy questions, and they in fact use the same platform, exam.net, to conduct their digital tests. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show how this can be useful for those of you who don't teach maths, any subject in fact, but particularly for those of you who teach English. We've got a few things to help you prepare your students for the literacy exams. All you have to do as a teacher is sign up here for free, and all you have to do as a student is to put an exam key in this space here, which I have given them when I've created an exam. So first of all, I'm going to show you the experience from a student perspective. So I'm just going to paste in here an exam key from an exam I've created, and let's go and have a look in here. Okay, let's have a look. So this guy is Dennis. In we go. The exam is ready to begin the exam. I'm just going to press escape here because I've chosen a very low security, so it doesn't matter if I escape and can go and look at websites. If you want your students to do research, for example, before they write something, then you can set it on the lower security mode. We have all ranges, as I'll show you later, within the settings. So here's the student then. Dennis is in his exam. What's he got? Well, he's got a few things on the left-hand menu here. I've set up a translation thing to help those students who maybe do not have English as their first language. It includes Maori, by the way. And text-to-speech, you can highlight text there and get it read out aloud, for example. Also notice at the bottom there's a little settings wheel down here, and the student can actually control themselves whether they'd like to see the font in dyslexic-friendly font, if you like, which several of my students have used over the past years or so. So what do we need to do here then? I actually should get rid of that font again, shouldn't I? Yeah, let's get rid of that. Right. There we go. So I've got a reading comprehension. If you're an English teacher, you may well recognise this from one of the literacy exams. And I'm just going to randomly click and answer this multiple choice here, just to show you the effect of what happens. Okay, notice that they shaded over. That's a cheat prevention feature, which I've chosen in the settings again. Just get rid of that one. And it prevents Dennis's neighbour seeing how he's answered, and it just helps prevent cheating there. So once finished, let's submit the exam. Okay, submit the exam. And also I've programmed it to give the final mark. So yeah, random, not surprising. 1 out of 5 points to Dennis. You can have a look at the auto marking as a student, so you can see what you got right and what you got wrong, and then you can close the exam. Thanks very much, Dennis. Okay, if I now go back and show you what it looks like once you're in exam.net, this is where you end up in your exam list. Now that exam was this one here. You can see I've organised some reading and writing literacy templates here, which we've shared in the email. You'll need to sign in first before you can access these notes. So I think the one I did was here. Let's have a quick look now at the monitoring and results and how you as a teacher can get a really quick overview when you've finished with a class as to how everybody's got on. During the exam you can monitor things. You can also click on a person. Let's say you would like a particular person to have a spell check or other add and take away other accommodations. You can do that down there just before the exam starts. If you want to look at the results, which is where I was heading for, you can see here that Bob's answers, for example. But if I want to see an overview, I can go to the statistics here, and I've got a very quick overview, question by question, of which ones provided most challenging questions for the class, which can be really, really helpful. Okay, so that's that for now. Let's go back now to our exam list and show you how you create your own exam, including this kind that I've just showed you. So let's let's take a new exam. That would be a good idea, Nick, wouldn't it? Right. Enter the exam name. Right, let's have demo PDF, because actually that's the one I'm going to show you today. It's very, very simple. Just with a few clicks you can create an exam. So you'll see on the left here these different question types. I'll just click there briefly. With the dark A in the corner, those are auto-marked types of question, not just multiple choice, they're various. Otherwise, you can choose to much more simply perhaps do a PDF or write your own text into the exam window. And if you're really, really allergic to digitization and you just really want to stick to the old-fashioned ways, then why not just simply create a digital window for the students to write in, and then you provide the paper worksheet or exam just as you've always done. So if you're really worried about this, this is the place to start. Let me just show you though how very simple it is to do a PDF. So I'm going to upload a PDF from my computer. Click on here. You can't see this, it's just outside of your video window, but you get the idea. Open that up, and then up it comes in just a moment. There we go. So how will it look from the student perspective? You can always have a look as you're building an exam, preview at any time. I'm clicking the eye icon up there, and look what I can do here. I've got the PDF, I've got the student writing space, and I can adjust that as I want. And the students can even control this as they want. They can do this. And the menu, same again. Notice there are fewer things in the menu this time because I haven't even gone into the settings. These are the basic defaults that you've got there. Right, let's take away the preview and let's just look at these settings then. Let's go to next. Now we're happy that the PDF is the right one. So a quick scroll down into the incredible amount of different things you can do here, but let's just stick to a few that I think might be useful for you. First of all, if your school has Google Classroom or Microsoft Teams, you can get integrations easily done there by the school IT team. If you don't have that though, no problem at all. You can still go on, and note it's a good idea to ask the student for their email if you want to send their results back through email if you don't have one of these LMS systems noted above there. I'm actually going to simplify and just say let's just enter with a first name for speed today. There's various things you can control. I invite you to have a look through here. And here's our accessibility tools, which are perhaps most interesting for you if you're going to get them to write texts. Here are ones I chose, if you notice earlier in the test we looked at. You can add audio files, subject tools mainly for maths and science teachers. And you can add other resources, whether that be another PDF of information or whether you want to add an external resource from the internet. And here comes the pièce de résistance really of this website, where you can actually have incredibly high security to prevent the students getting out. So no worries about using AI, going out and searching for things on the net. You're absolutely protected from that, and so they will really be locked in. I'm today choosing allow any browser, and I'm even choosing down here in the drop down here to turn off cheat protection completely so I can pop in and out of the exam as a demo. So once you've got those settings saved, you can then once you've decided those settings, you can then save them. Okay, so here's my demo PDF exam. Notice it's closed. The only thing I have to do to enable the students to get in is open it and give them the exam key, which I've just copied there. So I just go to a new tab here. I go to exam.net, the website again where I was in the beginning. You'll recognise it. Let's pop in a new exam key now then, and see what it looks like. Okay, who are we this time? Let's say we are Shona. Fetch the exam. Begin the exam. Okay, once again, I'm just going to press escape so you can see everything. Okay, so here's our PDF, and Shona's got a writing space over here. You recognise it's very similar to other programs that they may well have used before. And on the side here are all the things that you've put in the settings for them to use. So Shona can go ahead, and then Shona can submit the exam. Submit the exam. There we go. Thanks very much, Shona. Back to my exam list now then on my demo PDF, and I can go into the monitoring results here, and here I can go to the results, and let's have a look at Shona. Click on Shona, and look, here is her text, and then if you want to add a comment to her here, you can add feedback to the student. Not your best, Shona. Not your best, Shona. And confirm that feedback. And then notice here, there's an option to send back student answers here directly. So as long as you ask them for their email, you can send with a click of a button, you can send to the whole class all the feedback for all students. If you'd rather mark in your own way, you can export it here to other platforms to mark it. You can download it, and you can even good old print it out in the old-fashioned way. So there's all sorts of options there for the way that you want to mark things. Okay, I think that's it from me for now. I invite you to try this out and very much look forward to hearing feedback and suggestions from you as how we can help you further. So good luck with your first attempts, enjoy the experience, and I'll say goodbye for now.